Hello, cozy detectives, and welcome to the Blanket Fort Files. I'm Larissa,
And I'm Joy.
and we're here to report on all things comfy and cozy.
Whew, haven't said that in a while.
Back! Fair warning, we may cry because we're so excited
I
to be
know.
back.
So excited. Okay, now I can
Uh,
show you my new mug. It's an
oh
it
my
I got
gosh!
it at a thrift store, obviously, but it's new to me. It's not quite Christmassy, but I just thought it was so cute that I was like,
Yeah,
this looks
it's
like a
it's
tea mug.
super 90s, early 2000s, which obviously is your vibe, but it's very cute. I love the handle.
I know, right? I always like handles like this. It almost feels like world markety, you know? It's not, but
Mhm.
it feels like it could be that.
Yeah,
So
but like a vintage world markety, I
mm-hmm.
feel like. Ugh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's so good to be back in the blanket
Oh my
fort.
goodness, I'm so
Speaking
excited.
of, we literally made, I mean, not an actual blanket fort, but we wanted you to think we were in a blanket fort for our special cozy pajama party.
Woo, 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 woo. Yeah, we have hung up in many a way different blankets and things behind us. So this is one of my
Yours
catch
looks,
up items.
yeah, I was like, yours looks a lot cuter than mine. Mine just looks like a blue, a
Oh
blue
no,
wall.
it's cute. It's
It
cute.
has
Your bow
little
in your
palm
hair is
things
so
on it.
cute. Oh, I
Thanks.
like it.
It has little palms on it, and Rosie loves snuggling with them. So
Oh
cute.
my goodness, our mascot. Stop. I haven't seen her
I
in so
know.
long.
I know. I love her so much. But how have you been?
I have been good. I have we so like every podcast we have different things we're going to talk about and our catch up. I feel like there's so many things to catch up on.
I know. This may
So,
be a long episode, but it's not
yes.
like y'all care. Which also we can get into the more like emo stuff, but everyone's just been so
Oh, I know.
sweet and excited and gracious about us needing to take a break and then very excited to come back. Like the feedback has just been really overwhelming in a good way. It's just been
Yeah.
very encouraging to see. So we're very grateful for your patience with
Yeah.
us and we're excited to be back with you guys.
Yes, happy to be back in the blanket fort. Excited to do 2% again. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness, there's so many things to talk about and discuss. And we'll say this at the end too, but we'll be starting regular episodes again in the new year of the weekly episodes. But I guess it's like a little bit jumping ahead to like a case file catch up, but kind of similar to what Lauren Graham talked about, how she wants like Gilmore Girls to do a like, Christmas special. This is our version of like a Christmas
Yeah.
special. So we're here hanging out, very cozy in like PJs and tea, and my brain keeps going the cookies and the dean and the cookies and the dean.
Oh my gosh, the number of times I obviously read for that show, but I referenced that little song with just
Is
like
it in the
random
love and the
words.
dean? Am I forgetting a word? Is it
Yeah,
cookies
it's
and
the
the
cookies
love and
and
the
the
dean?
love and the dean and the cookies
Yeah.
and yeah. I love that. Yeah, but we're gonna kind of because we've
Yes.
obviously been away for what 6 months. A lot has happened, obviously in our own lives, but
Yeah.
in our like case files lives. So
Yes.
once we decided, okay, we are ready to come back,
Mhm.
I tried to like write down all of the like case file related news because there's been so much,
So much.
and I know I've forgotten things. So we'll get to that. But cozy detectives, if there's been a
Yes.
cozy case file update that we don't talk about, please message us because
Yes. We gotta share it.
granted, we
Oh,
probably
did we write
forgot.
Paddington in there? I bet we
No,
didn't.
I didn't.
Okay, write it real quick, and then I'll tell you my first thing. It has to do with baking, which is why I
Ooh.
wrote it first, because your girl's trying to be a bread lady. And
Ooh.
I got a bread maker, and all I've created are bricks. Like, it's not good. I don't
It's
know
all
what I'm doing. I feel like it's some mix of altitude slash the
oh,
gluten free of it all. But I have tried two different recipes. It's supposed to be one of those really super simple, easy, dump everything in, let it go, and you get bread at the end. And
yeah. My mom, I think she's mom, let me know. I think you still have
oh,
the one we had when I was growing up. I think my mom still
hope,
has one. She listens,
hope.
so I'm expecting to get a text message any second now when she listens to let me know.
Yeah, because I don't know. The one recipe I saw that maybe would work, it's talking about like adding eggs, and I've never added eggs into bread, and I'm just like, where are we going? I'm
Oh
so
yeah.
lost. I
I
don't
guess maybe because I don't know if this is true. I wonder if you have to add more moisture and probably especially at your altitude.
I
So
do
maybe
not
that's why? I
because
don't
my
know.
thought was it would be easy and I get homemade bread. And all I've
Yeah.
created are two like legitimate bricks. Like it is no bueno. Like they didn't
Maybe
rise
you can
at
make
all.
a bread igloo.
Like legit, I'm 2 bricks into that. So, oh, I hope not too
Oh
creative
man.
enough for an igloo. But that's one of
Yeah.
my catch-up items. So I'm excited to figure that out. I got that as like a Black Friday something some deal. So
Nice.
I'm
Yeah.
excited.
Uh, well, I'll do my food
Yeah, yeah.
related. I have a couple of food related things because it is me.
Mhm.
It's not me if I'm not talking about food, but I'm happy to report that as of last weekend of recording this, I successfully completed a whole year of cookbook club with my
Yay! So
friends.
proud.
And I posted a picture of this, so Joy, you probably saw it, but
Yeah.
they all surprised me. They put together a actual cookbook of all of the recipes we made from the year.
That's so sweet.
Yeah, and they completely surprised me. It's broken down by like month, and it has like a picture of
Cute.
that month's meal,
Oh, love it.
and it'll say like who made that recipe that month. So
Oh,
yeah, I was very blown away. It was very, very, very thoughtful. So
that
that
is
was
very thoughtful.
fun.
What a good Christmas gift too. Like we're not even talking about
Right?
Christmas gift ideas, but that's a great one. Or like a birthday gift.
Yeah. And so this episode will come out if you want to do a cookbook club with your friends next
Yeah.
year.
Are you doing it
Now
again?
is well, in a way,
Yeah.
we're not doing specific cookbook club, but we really enjoyed the like little community that we built.
Yeah.
So we I renamed because we had a group chat called Cookbook Club, and so I just renamed it the club. But we've basically planned out a different theme or slash activity for every
Oh,
month. So like January, we're doing dumplings of the world,
I
where
love
we're all either bringing or buying. And so yeah, for some people, that Cookbook Club is a lot of cooking. So,
it.
but we're gonna like all bring different dumplings, like um pot
Fun.
stickers and pierogies and tortellini, like every all different
Yeah.
culturals dumplings. And then February, I'm not going to go through all of them. It'll be a long episode, but February we're doing a Super Bowl party, so we're all bringing different soups. They're not all food
Cute.
related, just a lot of them are.
Oh, good. Yeah, I guess that would be hard because, like, I guess you could go through so many cookbooks because there's so many out there. But
Yeah,
follow-up question, what was either okay, actually, I have 2 follow-up questions. What was your favorite cookbook that you cooked from? And then
yeah.
what was the favorite dish, whether you made it or somebody else made it overall?
I'm glad you asked that because we're on the same wavelength. Because I made all my friends do that, and I actually made them rank every month that they attended. They had to put them in order,
Nice.
and they're like, "We weren't expecting to have to do homework tonight." And I'm like, "Do you even know me at all? Like,
Yeah, you're like,
hello."
"Okay, I need a list of favorites here."
Exactly. So, um, my favorite dish was one that I made and overall, but then I also gave one that someone else made too. So for October, we did a London cookbook, and I
Ooh.
made this apple and brandy cake, and then
Is that the one that you
probably
sent me the photo of?
yeah, with
Yeah,
the apple
yeah,
ones on top.
yeah.
And I think also why it was my favorite because I went a little rogue off the recipe as I do, and I made a homemade whipped cream with gingerbread extract.
Ooh,
So
I
that
did
was
not
really
even know that
good.
was a thing. Gingerbread extra like the liquid?
Mhm.
I didn't know that
I got
existed.
it at a farmer's market a year ago.
Oh, that's awesome. Ooh,
And then I dehydrated some apple slices to put on top.
that was
So
fun.
it was my favorite that I made, and then my favorite that someone else made, and this was my favorite cookbook meal that we made. My friend did this was May. We did an Italian cookbook,
Nice.
so no surprises there. But she made handmade gnocchi with this walnut pesto. Oh my god, it was
Ooh.
so good.
Ooh, yum. And then was that
Yeah.
your that was your favorite cookbook as well
Yeah.
overall?
Yeah, or just, like, the overall meal that we made was it was just, like, a lot of pasta, but we also had, like, a bruschetta, and then my dessert that I didn't do dessert every month, but had dessert for May, and I made these, stuffed baked peaches with, like, cinnamon
I love
cookies.
Ooh.
Yeah.
How was the Stardew Valley cookbook? Was that
Um,
I feel
Overall,
like
it was okay. That
yeah.
was my least favorite.
Yeah. I just feel like
But
it's one of those foods like how do you make all those foods work together? Because it feels so
yeah.
random.
Yeah, well, that was the month we had the fewest. We only had 3 people that month, so
Mm,
that was part of it. And then just the way that the recipes were worded, they
mm.
were very, very wordy. And I can get to maybe because, like, if people are gamers, maybe, I don't want to assume, but maybe they're not also cooks. I don't know. Like, it's like a stereotype, but it was just like a very wordy. So some of them were kind of hard to follow. And I did crab cakes, and like I've made crab cakes before, but I tried to follow their recipe and they kept just like falling apart. So that was just kind of
That's too
frustrating.
pretty.
Yeah, I think
Mm,
so, but it was
interesting.
still good. It was
Yeah.
just there were better months.
Yeah. It's like fun to be able to say that you've done 12 different cookbooks though.
Yeah,
That's super fun.
yeah.
Uh,
What's your next
my
update?
next update is I okay, so one of my updates is this where I got a new cozy bedding. So I'm very excited about
Yay!
this. And I wanted there's this one brand that I really like that I wanted the look of, but I don't have the budget of. And I
Yeah.
actually found this on Amazon and it really is not bad and it's 100% cotton. So
Oh,
I'm
nice.
pretty stoked about it. It comes with the comforter or the duvet cover, which I
Mhm.
never put on. It's
Yeah. The
a hot
the
mess.
concept of it, I get the concept of like a duvet, but I've never owned one because it just seems way too much work.
I was so confused on how to get this on. I was like, is this just gonna like clump all together or something? Because it's just like a pillowcase for the comforter, but it worked
Yeah.
out. And then 2 pillowcases. So I really like it. And then
Fun.
I got different bedding for the like bed. I don't know. I'm trying to do kind of like patchworky looking type of vibe. Um,
Mhm.
so that was my next one. That
I
a
love
little
it.
bit more
And
simple.
I don't wanna, like, jump ahead, but
Yeah, yeah.
the
I made
fabric
this
chain, you
too.
made that too?
Yes.
Yeah,
This is
it's
this is
so
gonna be one
cute.
of my tips or one of like an
Ooh,
idea for one of my tips
okay.
when
I
we get
won't
there.
jump ahead
No,
then,
you're doing
but
great.
I'm very excited. So, for your bedding, are you the kind of person, do you, and we've probably talked about this, but it's been a minute. Do you change, like, your whole bedding set for different seasons or just, like, pieces of it, or
I tend to do quilts. So
okay.
I have like a spring summer quilt. The quilt that you and your mom graciously gave is like my fall quilt. And
Uh-huh.
then I have a winter one as well.
Okay, yeah.
So I guess like my spring summer one is like one and the same, but I
Mhm.
like the idea of like layered looks. Like
Yeah, me too.
honestly, when we were talking about this, I kept saying, "Oh my word, the amount of bedding, Cozy Detectives, that I had to go through to get this." This is like my fourth like bedding set that finally worked out. I was in so many different locations and all over the interwebs, because they would say like 100% cotton, and it'd get here, it'd be 100% polyester, and I'm like,
Oh,
"Guys, yeah."
ew.
Or one of them, while I liked the idea of it, it was like it almost looked like pixels. Like I was like, "Is this AI
Oh.
generated bedding?" I was like, "What's going on?" Like,
Honestly, the stuff that they sell online now, I'm like,
yeah. I was
"No,
like, what
thanks."
is happening? So this one actually worked out. So I think my idea is I want to have like multiple patterns. I've always actually heard
Mhm.
really you sleep best in a room where it's like a white bed, but I'm like, whatever. I
That
want
sounds awful.
frazzled English woman aesthetic. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm here for. So yeah.
Iris, our love, our queen.
Yes. I like literally you were like, "Oh, that kind of looks like Iris's bedding." I was like, Google the pictures, Google the pictures because I was like, "Ooh, how close can I get?" So,
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, it doesn't necessarily, I think, match one for one, but it
But it's a
embodies the
vibe.
essence of her. Yeah.
Yes,
You
yes,
picked it up exactly.
yes. Okay, what's your next one?
Um, so this one's actually a smaller one, and if I talked about this, because I think this happened right around when we took our break. So if I already talked about this on the podcast, Joy just be like, "Girl, you've talked about that."
Honestly, my last 6 months, I probably won't even remember. I'm like, "Wow."
um,
Detectives are like, "Why is she acting?" I'm like, "Girl, I don't remember."
Well, Cozy Detectives, if you remember, but also
Yeah.
it's been 6 months, so it's okay. But, I went to this event. It was just, like, super cozy. Like, I try to pick out, like, cozy updates to give.
Yes.
But we went to this, Reading Under the Stars event at a planetarium.
Okay, I have vague memories, but I don't remember the details. I just remember that.
Okay, yeah, I can't remember if I talked about it or just posted
Yeah,
about
maybe you
it
just texted me. I don't
because
remember.
I honestly can't remember because I think it yeah, I may have talked about it because it happened in June. I think because I had just read a book that about astronauts, and I was like, "Do I read this book again?"
Wait, that's so fun. Was it like a bunch of people just reading like Under the
Yeah,
Stars?
so, it was the town or the city, near where I live hosts, like, a silent reading club,
How fun.
and so they like, you had to get tickets for it, but, yeah, it was just people, like, reading under the little star show obviously, it wasn't real stars, but it was still just, like, a fun, cozy experience, so I
Aw.
may have talked about that, but I was trying to think of, like, what really cozy things have I done this year, and that was, like, top of the list.
Yes, that's super cool. That's like in a movie cozy, and
Yeah.
it's like
It
that's how cozy it is.
Which I didn't write this in our case file catch up, but I just remember because I found out about this yesterday.
Mhm.
And I don't know if I'm gonna go because tickets are a little high. But meant to tell you this, Joy, because I know you love this movie too. Guess what movie? And Planetarium is related. Guess what movie is doing a like this movie in concert tour?
Oh
And I
gosh.
talked about it before in a case file. And a planet, there's a big planetarium scene.
Oh my word, I am blanking so hard right now. I'm thinking
You're
of one
good.
movie, but we've never talked about it. What movie?
La La Land.
Oh, duh, La La Land. Yeah, because they're in
They, like, float up and
yeah,
stuff.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they're doing, like, a whole tour, and it's, like, the movie in concert.
That's cool.
Yeah,
That's
but,
such
like,
good songs from that.
the back tickets are, like, $75,
Ooh,
and I'm like, "Oh, I don't
ooh.
know."
Yeah, that's a little rough. I might
Yeah.
get to go visit. So my next update is at some day, which I shall not name for privacy reasons, but I'm going to the Holidays Made Here, and I'm really excited. It's at the WB. Um, and so I'm excited to go and hang, and I can't figure out my outfit yet. But I will be wearing this lipstick because it's a lip stain, and I tried a lip
Ooh.
stain. So I'm very excited. And it's not the Guggenheim, that's in New York. I can't think of what the planetarium there is called. The one that they're in La La Land. But
Yeah, oh, now I'm blanking. It's
I know,
something
right? All the
what's
cozy
it a
detectives
G
are like
though? Because detectives are probably yelling at
they're like,
us.
ah. Um, but I'd like to go visit that too, because I've been to that once before, and it was really
I
fun.
got it.
Which
It
one is
is a G.
what is it?
Griffith.
Griffith's
Griffith
Observatory.
Observatory. Yep.
There we go. But yeah, so hopefully I'll get to go see that again. I'll send photos.
Yeah, and then you'll be in Stars
Oh my word,
Hollow.
I'm so excited. They're doing so much
Are
this
there
year.
any of the, like, actors gonna be there?
Yeah, so the actor who plays Luke is going to be there every day except for Christmas, which they're closed anyway.
Mhm.
And Mrs. Kim apparently is going to be there as well in Kim's
Fun.
Antiques, which is
Cute.
awesome.
He's very nice. She's super
Mrs. Kim, I'm really
yeah.
excited. I
She's,
haven't
like, polar opposite of her character.
That is so funny. Yeah, I'm really, really excited. They rebuilt Miss Patty's. They're adding the soda shop. I think Al's Pancake World was there last year. They're adding like a bunch of new stuff this
Oh,
year.
I'm so
So
excited for you.
I'm really excited. I
That's
haven't been
like
in forever.
yeah, I was gonna say that's, like, the one, like, Gilmore Girls fan experience I've not done the WB at all. It's, like, the one Gilmore Girls thing I have yet to do, but it's on my bucket list for sure, so
Yeah,
you
yeah.
come back and report on it to all of us.
I will. I also have a like afternoon tea type thing or slash dinner.
Fun.
I'm not sure which one I booked, but in the Dragonfly, which isn't the actual Dragonfly, but they're taking one of the
Still.
other houses on the
Mhm.
lot, like in the Stars Hollow area, and turning that into the Dragonfly. So I'm
Love it.
excited. And you can, Scott, I hope he brings it because he was talking about there was like a new coffee that was coming out from him that I was like, ooh, that looks good. And I think it was like a winter
Mm.
type of blend. And I was like, I would love it if they would offer that as an option. Cause I feel like they should offer his coffee in Luke's, you know? But
Yeah, I know they started selling it there. I'm so excited for like, I'm gonna live vicariously through you. Like, I can't wait. You'll have to give me all the updates and
yes,
pictures and stuff. So
I will. I
that's so
will.
exciting.
And they're using the same, it was just announced recently that they're using the same company that did the snow for the show is doing the snow for the event.
Oh,
And
fun. So it's gonna look
so
really good.
it's gonna look really good. I'm excited. It was eons ago at this point, but I got the opportunity to interview John, who plays Brian,
Mhm.
and we talked about the snow. And so it's wild to be able to like be like, oh, I get to actually go see like the same snow, basically.
Yeah,
So,
and I think Valerie even talked about it a little bit when
oh
she
yeah, you're
was on
right.
too.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. That'd be cool if Valerie would be there. I don't know if she's announced or anything, but that'd be fun.
Yeah,
She
that'd be
lives
fun.
in the area.
You'll be like, "Hi,
I know, like,
I know
woo, in
you."
person. But yeah, what's your next
Super
update?
fun. I'll do a Gilmore Girls one. So it's kind of interesting. So we I finished, quote unquote, my Aiden Gilmore like encore project back in April. And I was kind of wanting to do the media on the menu with other pop culture things. Um, but it was interesting because, like, in my personal life, when I was doing Eating Gilmore, like, I was having some hard things I was going through personally. And so the Eating Gilmore was like, what was bringing me joy in my life. And so like the personal stuff resolved. And so like eating Gilmore still brought me joy, but like I was finding joy in other parts of my life. And then like we decided to take a break on this. And I don't know, I just was kind of, I felt this like almost like creative slump in a way. So I just wasn't like really motivated. I was like, I don't know what to do. I was like, should I just quit? I don't know. But I was like, this has been like a big part of my life for like 5 years.
Yeah.
And so I finally decided, and I had toyed around with this for a bit, but then I was like, does this feel like I can't let go of it kind of thing? Like, but I decided to go back through, not necessarily recreating every single dish I made, but like talking like a behind the scenes of
Oh,
like
fun.
what I was thinking when I made that dish, like
Yeah,
why I made choices. So that's going to be all. I'll share some of it on Instagram, but a lot of the wordier stuff will be on my Substack. So we can share the link in this if we
yeah,
decide to. But
absolutely.
yeah, I'm excited to kind of go back to the beginning because there's stuff that I haven't like revisited in 5 years. So
Yeah.
plus, yeah, 5 plus. So
Ah, that's fun because I feel like in general for me, what I used to do all the time in watching movies is I would watch the movie and then I would literally restart it with the like behind the scenes like audio.
oh, the
And so
commentary,
the
yeah.
commentary, yeah, that's how you say that word. LOL joke. But I feel like that's always really fun to see all the behind the scenes. So I think it's
Yeah.
awesome that you're doing that because you can be like, okay, here's why I thought this, or here's what I substituted this, or if I were to make this again, this is how I would maybe change it a little, or all
Yeah,
that.
and I do plan to, like, either remake stuff to make it better or just, like, remake it because I really enjoyed it. So, yeah, I'm
Yeah,
gonna probably, like, officially start that in the new year as well just because
fun.
there's a lot going on in December.
I know. Oh, I'm really excited. I still, off the pod, remind me to once again, I feel like I still don't get what Substack is, but I don't want to waste the pod time. So I'm saying that for us for later when
Well,
we first talk.
I'll do a quick,
Okay. Because my
explanation
brain.
because I'm sure there's cozy detectives who don't really know. It's basically, like, a newsletter platform.
Hmm.
Um, so like
Do you
you
get
basically
emails?
subscribe. Yeah. Well,
Oh.
technically yes, and I do plan to make the Eating Gilmore ones a little shorter. My other newsletter cuz like it has a limit, like a length limit, and then it's like you have to get on the app or the website to finish reading this. But I do plan to keep the Eating Gilmore one a little bit shorter, so it should just go through email every time.
Oh, okay. Well, I loved your American Girl summer one. I remember that one specifically. But I think I
Yeah.
just clicked on a link from like you like linked it in your
My
story.
story, yeah.
Yeah.
I can send you the subscription if you wanna, like,
Yeah, I gotta
do
figure it
that.
out.
Yeah.
I feel like there's just like some things like I never like Tumblr. I still don't know what that was. Like, there's a lot of
Tumblr,
stuff where
I
I'm like, I
yeah,
don't get it.
it's hard. Yeah, sometimes I'm like, "Oh, my age is showing." I don't know all the
Even
cool
then,
hip
I was like,
things.
"Whatever, I don't get it." My I'll skip some because I feel like I wanna talk about the Kent Spile ketchup and all of the other stuff.
Yeah.
So the thing I'll say is my last thing, which I sent you a photo of, is I got a very cute stained glass lamp,
I'm
and I love
still
it.
so like, I'm happy for you, but I'm also very upset that you found the coolest lamp for, like, what was it, like,
It was like 13, yeah, it was
$10? Yeah.
$13, which is crazy because if you know me and I love my other stained glass lamp, that was from the
Mhm.
same Goodwill. I'm like, this Goodwill just don't care about stained glass, and great for me because I do. So
I
I'm like,
don't
give me
get it.
this, give me this. Like, I love it. I have it on the like entry table
It's
because I just
so
feel like it's
pretty.
cozy, and that actually links to one of my holiday tips later. So
Perfect.
stay
Yeah,
tuned.
I just you sent that to me in the pri I literally
So
even sent
excited.
it to Jacqueline. I was like, how? Those like, my thrift store or antique store would be like
Oh,
$200.
I know. There's sometimes where I'm just like, "Why y'all that's too expensive." Like, it's more expensive sometimes than the store. Like, I saw a dress there for $40. I was like, "Girl, this is a Goodwill. Like, get out of here."
Right. Ugh,
Not bad.
everything is
But
so overpriced.
I
And
know,
I'll
but I
give
love the lamp. I love the lamp.
I love it so much. I'll give my update and I'll talk just a little bit about like a couple of my favorite things, but I know we want to do another of those cozy travel episodes probably
Yes.
sometime next year. So I won't talk too much on this because again, we have other things we need to get into. But I did go to Seattle recently.
So
So
fun.
that was really fun. Um, my one of my favorite things that we did, it was cozy and very on brand for me as well. There's a bookstore there called Elliott Bay Book Company,
Ooh.
and I read a book earlier this year for not cookbook club, but my book club called Kate and Frida. And part of it is set in this bookstore. Like one of the main characters works there. So I got the book because I only did the audio, but I got the physical book
Aw,
from that bookstore. So
that's
it was
so
really
fun.
special, and I almost didn't because I didn't have it on the shelf, and I guess this is, like, the millennial anxiety in me, and I, like, didn't wanna ask the worker because 'cause I'm like, "They probably get so many people asking about this book, they're probably so
Oh,
annoyed
no, it's
because
fun.
everyone wants to get this book from the bookstore," but I was like, "You know what? You really want to, you've been
Yeah,
waiting to buy the physical so
good,
you could
good,
get it
good.
here." So I went and asked, and they're like, "Oh, yeah, we should have it," and then she went over to check, and she's like, "Oh, that's weird. Let me check our overstock because we should have like 9 copies." And then she just went in the back and got it for me. And I was like,
See?
see, you didn't need to have anxiety
Good
over
job,
it.
Larissa, good job, so proud. Oh, so
Thank
fun. Did they have any special, like, stamp or, like, in like, bookmark or anything too?
No, but it was signed by the author. And I did get a bookmark
That's
there,
cool.
but it was signed by the author. So I'm like, yes.
Yeah. Oh my word, so fun. Did you get to see any of the like, I maybe we just texted about this, but, like, the Sleepless in Seattle type of locations, like, did you go to the
um, the only
sites?
one that like I really like we it wasn't purposeful because of the movie, but we spent like a whole day and we actually stayed pretty close to the Pike Place Market.
So fun.
So, I love it. I
It's
love
cool, right? I just
Yeah, it's huge.
it's
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
huge. Like, could get lost there for sure.
Yeah.
Huge. Is the gum wall a thing or no?
We didn't go see it. We, like
I can't
it
do
isn't something
these.
we, like, particular like, we have to see it. We're like, if we come across it,
Yeah.
we'll look at it, but we didn't come across it. So we're like, I guess it wasn't meant to be.
That's so I know, it's, like, a little icky, but also it's, like, I don't know, just one of those things. If I
Yeah.
remember correctly, I have this memory, but again, I'm not gonna lie, one of my I'm not good at guesstimating crowd sizes, and I am not good at, like, the directions, like, go east 4 miles, go west 3,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I ain't got it. But if I remember correctly, I feel like it's on the left side of like the whole market
Oh,
and like
okay.
around like
Mhm.
a corner, and then there's just like a
Okay.
wall
Yeah.
there. But honestly, could be 7 blocks away. But that's what my brains are remembering right now.
Yeah, we just said, "If we come across it, cool. If not, it wasn't
Yeah.
meant to be, and it
Yep.
wasn't meant to be." So, you know.
Facts. Facts.
But should we get into so we're not doing, case files technically, but we have, like, a list of past case files that had some sort of big update in like the last 6 months. Cause
Yeah,
I think the universe was like, you know what? You're not in the blanket fort, but we're still gonna
we're
let the
gonna
blanket fort energy give because we got so many updates.
love
So I
it.
think the first one we need to talk about because it's what brought us together
Wild.
was the 25th anniversary of our favorite show.
Oh my goodness. Oh, and Lauren got her star
Her star,
this
I
year.
know.
I watched it.
And she and Amy are coming out with a
Yeah.
book.
Okay. So my thing is, what do you think the book is? Like, is it like Lorelai? Because they said like Gilmore Girls content. So I'm like, is it supposed to be
I think
like?
it's just like a behind the scenes kind of like
Okay, that was
almost like a memoir between the two of them because
not.
like technically Lauren has written some essays about it in her past few books, but I think it's just going to be that because Amy, I don't think Amy's ever done like a behind the scenes type
I don't think so.
book. But now that I don't know, I feel like you were like percolating on like potentially like a fiction
That's what
type
I thought. I
deal.
was like, are they basically going to do like a couple episodes type of like a look in type of a
That could be
vibe?
cool because like
Because
Lauren
they do
does
have
have
more content.
fiction. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
she
what I
has
was thinking.
fiction background. Yeah.
I know
We'll
they
have to
didn't.
see because it comes out
It is behind the scenes.
2027.
Oh,
So
oh,
we
that's
may
fun.
get more next. We'll probably get more info next year,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I'm
That's
so excited for that.
oh, and we love all the teams, but Logan was the only team that was
That was
like,
so funny where she's like, well, uh Pennsylvania is the only one that's here, or Zucree's the
yep,
only one that's here.
yep.
So guess I'm Team Logan.
I was
Because she's
like,
always like,
let's
I'm
go.
never gonna answer that. 'Cause she's like, I don't want to annoy fans, but
No,
that was perfect. And then their
so
Panera commercial.
oh my word, I love the Panera, and then you
It was
made the
so
Panera,
cute.
like,
Yeah,
what?
the soups.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
yeah.
was so
Oh my god,
fun.
they're fun. And Jared's coming out with some. I think he's redoing the Bodyguard. I don't know if it's like the like Whitney Houston
Mm,
Bodyguard like movie or it's just called the Bodyguard, but
yeah.
yeah, he's like some behind the scenes like with a country hat and like guitar in it. So I'm like, I don't know. I feel like they're all
Yeah.
doing stuff. So
Yeah. Well, kind of in the same vein with Amy Sherman Palladino, I feel like again the universe is like, what's the center of Larissa's Venn diagram? Because
oh
Amy
yeah,
is doing an Eloise remake. I'm
that's
like,
crazy. That is
I
so
literally my
weird.
friend said that to me and I was like, it's like she like was like, Larissa, this is for you.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. That is so cool. That's
So I don't know when it's supposed to come out. I don't know if it's like I can't remember if it was like a specific Christmas one. The only thing that I'm a little like ugh about it has Ryan Reynolds, and I'm just like,
I know, I'm like, hello. I'm like, I just don't get that's the Venn diagram I don't get. How do those two meet? Like,
right,
but I don't know. But
yeah.
I
But I'm
am
so
excited
excited
for
for it.
it though. It's gonna be I feel like it's gonna be good. I feel like you can't make it bad. Like they best better film at
Yeah.
the plaza again, because that'd be a bummer,
Oh, if Amy gets the budget she wants, I feel like it will
right?
be.
Right? 100%. Have you seen the people that do like there's like a $500 like ice cream something something you can get when you're like at the plaza. I don't know if it's actually $500
Oh
or if they were
yeah.
just exaggerating, but they said $500 and I'm like, whoa! It's just like this huge ice cream thing they'd like send to your room, I guess, or something.
Oh wow.
I don't know.
Like, is it specifically like supposed to be like an Eloise thing
Yeah,
or just
yeah,
okay?
yeah. It
That's
sounds
funny.
like whoa.
We we haven't watched. Everyone's gonna freak out when I say this. We haven't watched Eloise or the Holiday yet this
Wow.
year, but so the Holiday I make the
Oh, the
fettuccine with.
fettuccine. Yeah.
So I'm actually doing that this week. We're watching it this weekend, and then we
Yay.
decided we went to
Oh, we're
this.
having so much fun. Okay, keep going.
I know, I know. But we went to this Italian restaurant earlier in the year and they have rigatoni. And
Ooh.
there's a scene in Eloise where she goes, do we remember to invite the Duke and Duchess of a rigatoni? So we're like, we have to eat rigatoni now when we watch
Cute.
Eloise. So we just because we went to Seattle, we got back on a weekend, and then the very next weekend was the first uh, weekend in December, and I had my Christmas party. So like I just have not had a weekend of like Christmas movie season to
Yeah.
like be able to do all of this. So yeah, I haven't watched my like two favorite. We
I know.
did watch Little Women already because there's no food I have
We
to
love
make for
that
it.
one. Yeah, that actually is a good reminder because I'm gonna watch The Holiday with a friend of mine, and I'm like, I was trying to think of like a craft we can do or something, and she's like,
Yeah.
I will focus too hard on the craft and not watch the movie. She's like, I was like, that's why
Well, if you want, I am planning. I was like, well, I can at least do this media on the menu because this was one that like sparked the idea for it this time last year. But I am planning to post the recipe
yeah,
for my fettuccine. So if you want to like make that,
where it's so fun. Yes, please, because I feel like that's
yeah,
perfect for sure. Because then we're just eating, you know,
yeah, you can do
can't
it
mess
ahead of
that
time.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Uh,
The next one, did you get to watch yet? Ina on Amy.
no, I haven't.
Good.
I've just been like, I'm really close to finishing my book goal of the year. So I've been just like
Mm,
grinding out on the books.
yeah, it's called Good Hang, if I'm not mistaken.
Mhm.
And Ina was on it, and
Yeah, I've watched a couple of episodes or listened to a
yeah,
couple of episodes. It's really good.
yeah, it's really, really good. Can I do a small spoiler of a
Yes,
gift? Okay.
I love
So
it.
Ina brought a gift, which is very on brand for her.
Yeah.
And Amy is known for loving like plastic food. Like if you're watching the show, there's a
Also, this is Amy Poehler. I don't did we say her last name?
oh, I don't think
Because we
so.
were talking about the other Amy, so I don't want people to be
Oh
like, "Amy
yeah.
Sherman has a
Imagine.
podcast."
Wow, she
Oh,
should have a podcast. That'd be
that
awesome.
would be
Oh my word.
so
Yeah,
good.
Amy Poehler. She has a like bookshelf behind her, but it's like all plastic food. And Ina
Uh-huh.
brought like a plastic like Thanksgiving turkey. It's like or like chicken. I don't remember what it was. Maybe it was a chicken, but it was like it was so funny. It was so cool. And yeah, I really enjoyed. I don't think I've ever seen Ina like be interviewed. Maybe I just like
Oh,
have
yeah.
missed it or something, but it was really fun. I liked hearing her backstory. I liked hearing because a lot of it
Yeah, I
was stuff
love
that you
her
guys put in the case
memoir.
file.
Yeah.
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 But they were just talking about funny things and they both love the New Yorker. So they were talking about like some of those cartoons and
Oh,
stuff.
yeah, all the covers are so pretty.
Yeah, it was fun. It was a good podcast. So if you haven't listened to that one, listen to that one after this one because that one's good too.
Yay. Oh, so good. I also have one. I don't have a lot of information of like when it's coming, but we're getting an Animal Crossing New Horizons
Oh
update
yeah.
sometime soon, which like we all like the whole like Animal Crossing fandom like thought this game was like done. Like that's basically what Nintendo said was like it's done. And then they just like low key dropped of like, oh, we're doing like a 3.0 update. So everyone's like losing their minds because like previously to make other islands, you essentially had to get another switch, like a whole another device to be able to create a new
Oh.
island. But with this update, you can now create multiple islands on the same device.
Oh, that's awesome. I've been
Yeah.
trying to debate, like, because I do like my other ones that I play, but I'm like, I
Yeah.
can't get that on my device. I'm like, maybe I have to get a Switch. And I'm like, maybe when this comes out, and because you can
Yeah.
visit the island.
And I did, yeah, I just did the Switch Lite because I got it like during the pandemic when Animal Crossing was like
Yeah,
that's all we
bumping.
could do.
Yeah.
So the only like I had to like order it from like like a GameStop
Mm.
back order because everything was sold out. So
Uh,
I just was able to get a light, but honestly, it's fine. It's like a handheld, so it satisfied what I needed it to do.
that's awesome. I know now that I kind of get it, I always send you the memes of like me running from wait, what's his name again?
Tom Nook,
How to, it's just like Larissa will laugh at this. I send it.
the capitalist overlord.
I know, it's so funny.
Uh,
Oh, the Holiday Cottage,
I know.
obsessed.
Speaking of,
I want to go so bad. It
yeah,
is in Georgia, I think. It's
I
out in
think
like
yeah.
the mountains or somewhere. I don't know. But oof, it tis full. It oof. I
Oh
should have
yeah,
clicked it when I saw it. But
yeah. So basically, and it's like essentially like an Airbnb or like
yeah,
an inn. Like someone basically
yep.
renovated a house to look like
I think they built
Iris's
it. I think they
cottage.
like ground
That's
up built it
impressive.
on land
Wow.
from what I could tell to pretty much yeah mimic Iris's cottage and
Yeah.
oh
That's
look
like the audio, the "How does it feel to live my dream?"
100%, a hundred
Literally.
percent. But it's also something where I guess in the way of like my mind with decor, it's cool to be like, okay, it doesn't look exactly like the holiday, but it
Mhm.
is so close that I'm like, okay, you can do that anywhere. Like it doesn't have to be. I mean, we love England and London, obviously, but it's helpful to
It doesn't
me,
have to be.
someone who's not living in England, that I could recreate things like that too in my home because, again, you create your home for you, not for other people. So
Right.
I'm like, maybe I'll hang this here or put this there. Or I need to hang up some um, like plates that I got on the wall. I'll be a plate wall,
Ooh,
maybe.
that's cute. Yeah, I think and that's kind of been my subtle vibe this year of, like, trying to turn my bedroom into, like,
Yes.
part, like, 90s rom-com, part Iris's cottage, just, like, those cozy
Yeah.
vibe,
I feel
you
like
know?
you've been killing it though. Is your paper chain still up or
Yeah, in my bedroom?
flat?
Mhm.
Ah, fun.
Yeah, or fabric, I use fabric for it.
Oh yeah. Wow,
Yeah,
twinsies.
because it just I think it lasts longer than the paper because the paper gets all, like, crumbly.
Yeah. 100%. Uh,
So this next update, it's more a year update, but I
great,
wanna
great.
share how you found out
Yeah,
because we actually
shout
found this
out.
out from a cozy
Mhm,
detective. So
mhm,
shout out
mhm.
to Miles for
Woot.
messaging us to let us know.
I'm
Joy, I'll
so
let you announce it 'cause it's for you.
I thought it was AI at first. I was like, they done got Miles, but no, it's real. They are doing a Mummy 4. I'm freaking out. And so the biggest thing of all of it is that Brendan Fraser. I just realized that I'm not good with last names. That's why I keep always calling them their first names. And Rachel Wise or Vise or however you say it. They are both coming back, which is
That's
crazy
awesome.
pants. I hope I never saw the third one because I don't like when they're like, "This is this person," and it's like not that person. You're like,
Oh, were they not in the 3rd one?
he was, she wasn't.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, ugh, sad. I
That
mean, I'm
is
sure
sad.
that the like whoever was her did great, but it's not my Evie. So
Aw.
I'm just so excited, and I hope that they have their son like, but like older. That'd be awesome if it was the same actor too.
Oh,
I don't know.
yeah.
I'm very excited. Not gonna lie, I get a little scared because we've just
Oh.
been burned in the past with different other things. I'm like, no.
They do have I guess I can kinda talk about this. We have, like, a list, but I was like, "We can go out of order."
Yeah.
I did watch one of the sequels that we were nervous to watch. I watched it on the plane to Seattle, but I watched Freakier Friday.
Oh, yeah, we were nervous about that one. How is it? I
And
still haven't seen it.
I don't know if it was just because I went into it with, like, the lowest of expectations, but I really didn't think it was that bad, like, would I watch it again? Maybe. It wasn't a hard no.
Nice.
I overall, I think it was cute. Um, I think so I don't think this really spoils anything because I think it's in one of the trailers, but essentially, um, so there's 4 that switch this time. So
Yeah.
there's, like, Lindsay Lohan and her mom, and then Lindsay Lohan's daughter, and then so Lindsay's character, Anna, is getting married to this new guy that we, like, meet in the sequel, and so he has a daughter. So, Jamie Lee Curtis switches with that character, and
Got
then, Anna and her daughter switch, and so, like, there's some dynamics where it's, like, kind of fun where it's, like, 4 because like, basically, Anna and her mom spend, like, the day together, and then the teenagers spend the day, but I feel like if they had just focused on the 2 changing again, it would have been
yeah.
a lot better because with the 4, it just got to be a little much sometimes.
Gotcha, gotcha.
But what I do appreciate that they did is that they kind of leaned into, like, the weirdness that Chad Michael Murray's character, like, was, like, vibing really
Oh,
well
that
with,
was
like, Jamie Lee
so
Curtis.
weird.
But
Oh,
they kinda
it's
like, they
still like,
bring that yeah, they kind of, like, poke fun at that of, like,
yeah.
"Yeah, that was really weird," and they kinda make it seem like he's, like, still into her, but, like, they kind of are like, he needs to move on and get help."
It's so funny. So not the actor, the character is still like maybe Jamie Lee though. Like he's still
Yeah, he's, like, still into her.
that's so funny because Chad Michael
Yeah.
Murray has done interviews where he's like, "That's weird." Like, he's been
Yeah,
like,
but he, like, fully leaned
he's
into it for
leaned
this
into it. Oh my god,
movie again,
so
and,
funny.
we got, the Pink Slip came back and they did the Take Me Away, and it's on Spotify, but I'm very bitter because the guitar solo is different, and
Oh,
That's the best part of
I
that song, and
know.
I'm excited that it's finally on Spotify because I've been needing that for literal years,
Ah,
but they changed the song.
oh, yeah, I don't like that. I got scared when they were gonna do that with Wicked too, and I think they pulled it off in Wicked, but I feel like it's a very fine line. So, like,
Yeah,
I feel like especially when it's, like, so known, it's like, "Ah, man, don't change that."
yeah.
But, okay, that's good to know, yeah. I'm still a little bit nervous, but am I gonna watch it? Yes, I'm gonna watch The Mummy, of course. I'm gonna do it. But,
You should, it's cute overall.
yeah, yeah. Well, yeah,
Yeah.
for Freaker Friday, yeah. I need to watch
Yeah,
that too, yeah. I was
yeah.
like, "Did you just call The Mummy?" I'm like, "What happened in these last" Girl, no.
No.
I also we need to share this. I don't know if you saw, but I sent it to our blanket fort to share. Where it was like,
Oh,
"Have
yeah,
you seen?"
I saw that, like, I was on my other Instagram, and I saw it was, like, a message, and I just, like, didn't get to open it. I was like, "You know what? It'll be a surprise on air."
Oh my word, so funny. It's the it's like an older one now, but I haven't seen this song used, so it made me giggle. Where it's I think it's Kendrick Lamar, is that who it is?
Mhm.
Where he's like dancing, and it's like, who put this song
Yeah.
on? And it's the Mummy song, or not the Mummy. It's Pirates. So it's
Uh,
like da 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 da. It's like I was like, honestly, facts. I would do that because I love me some Hans Zimmer. So it made me think of that too.
aw.
Because I feel like once again, it was when we did our I think wasn't that our year when it was like, is it the Mummy or is it Pirates?
Yeah. No,
Oof,
that bracket
struggle PTSD.
still haven't recovered. That's the real reason we left was because I needed 6 months to recover from that horrible decision. I'm just kidding.
No, 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 no.
Well, on a sadder note, this isn't necessarily a
Oh,
case file update, but so we had to take a pause kind of unexpectedly for some personal things that were going on in both of our lives. But we had planned like pretty shortly, or we were going to record it around the time when we took our break, but we had planned a Diane Keaton episode. So really sad to hear that she passed before we were able to do it. We're still gonna do that probably
for
sometime
sure,
in the new year.
for sure.
But yeah, that was really sad news to hear. And I was like, oh, we were gonna do an episode on her and everything.
No,
Like we
I
still
did.
can. But
Yeah, I did watch a few of her movies more recently too. Again, like some of them like I hadn't seen, and so it was like, whoa, that is so
yeah.
wild to
Yeah.
yeah. I
But anyways, and that more cozy vibes. So
bring
I
it in
just had to
back.
kind of share that because I was like,
Yeah,
that was like one of my first thoughts was like, oh my God, we were gonna like do an episode
yeah,
on her.
yeah.
Um, but this is one I haven't told you about because like once we decided to record, I was like, oh, I need to like
You're trying to
save
not.
some for
Yeah.
surprises. So I read, he has two, but I read his Stanley Tucci's first memoir last month.
Oh, that dude loves Italy. He
Oh, yeah, and I watched his show too, but, he talked about so this was actually before he even, like, got to this part. It was, like, when he was a child, he talked about how much he and his mom loved watching Julia Child, and I was like, "You mean your wife?" And so, he was a big fan of her, so, like, getting to be in that movie
Oh,
was really special to him.
oh,
And like he just kind of talked about that experience and like before they started, this didn't come up in my research when I did that as a case file, but like before they started filming, he and Meryl like would cook together to like get in the rhythm of
stop.
things. Oh,
That's
it's
so
so sweet.
cute.
Yeah.
Oh, he
But yeah,
loves
getting to
cooking
do that.
too, so that makes
Yeah,
sense.
he
Like,
does.
yeah.
Yeah, so it was just a yeah, it just like when he was first talking about just like how much his mom loved the Julia and he did too, and then I was like, and then he got to play her wife in a movie, like that's so cool.
Yeah, yeah. Wow, that is so cool. And that's like that's a great scene too when she does the like heart thing when he's talking at the
Yeah,
table. Oh, what a nuggie. I do.
yeah.
I like how much he eats everything though. That's something that to me, I cannot. I'm not a sardine gal. I am just not.
Oh,
Can't
I
do it.
am.
You are? Okay,
Yeah,
so I
that's one
have
of my 10 fish.
but yeah, I know, I remember that. I was like, oh, okay. I can do it. But okay, I feel like I feel like I asked this then, but my brain does not remember. Okay, do you just eat the whole thing? Is there
I
bones
don't
in
do it
it?
with the heads on. The ones I get in the tin don't have heads on.
But are
And
there
they're like
bones?
technically, yes, but they're very, very, very fine that you don't even taste them. Like they just kind of, it's all just like melts in your mouth.
That's wild. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie.
And
I don't know
honestly
if I've ever
though,
had a sardine, but they seem scary.
and I will say when we eat it, our rule is you don't look too closely in the tin because it looks kind of scary and disgusting. So we're just like, we're gonna eat it and it's fine. Because like if you look at it, you're like,
I
it's
know.
not appealing.
I feel like that would be the same with snails. Like, we never had snails, but that same
Mm.
similar
Oh, I
vibe
have had
of
that
just,
too.
like, don't look at it, just, like, put it
Yeah.
in butter and eat it. So,
Yeah.
ah.
Do you want to talk about the musical?
Oh, so cute. So there's the Paddington musical also. What
I
did you
want
want
to
from
like
me?
cry every time I look at it.
I know.
So
I think,
cute.
so Paddington Bear, I don't know how to describe it besides saying, like, live action. Is, like, that how you say it?
It
'Cause
I
it's
think it's technically I think they technically say it's a puppet, even though it's a
yeah.
person it's a little person in a
Yeah,
suit.
there's somebody inside Paddington,
Yeah,
but they're moving it in such a
and
way
it
where it
the puppet blinks.
yes, and
So
the
it's
mouth
very
moves
realistic.
pretty close to what
Mhm. Yeah, because
Paddington is
someone else is,
saying.
like, off stage,
Yeah,
like, saying the lines.
yeah.
If you have not seen it, please do
It's
yourself a favor
wild.
right now and look it up. It's, like, one of the cutest things I've ever seen.
It's so cute. And it's crazy too because in interviews, because of the way that they do it, and Paddington can just say whatever Paddington's gonna say, Paddington can, like, respond in interviews. That to me is the
Yeah.
craziest thing because I feel like you could, like, I don't know, in my brain, you could, like, make it a robot that could say something, like, when the
Right.
line was supposed to go, but, like, just to talk back and forth is wild. I'm like, "Oh my
Yeah.
goodness." So,
It's just I've said this so many times.
bows,
He's so
you know, he goes out and bows. I'm like,
yeah,
Paddington.
I know, and his little
Ah,
hat.
I know, he's so cute.
Oh,
Okay.
so good. Okay, I have one more,
Yeah.
and I forgot to put this, and we were talking, I was like, "Oh, yeah." Um, this goes back to our very first episode. So Abby Jimenez, who wrote Yours Truly,
Ooh.
has a new book coming out next year, and the main character's name is Larissa.
No way.
Yes. I mean, it's with 2 S's,
You think
but
it's 'cause she
it's literally my name,
that's crazy.
right?
What? That is so cool.
I know. I saw that and I was like, "You're joking."
That
'Cause,
is
like,
so
it's
cool.
not a common name, so, like,
I hope she
I
bakes.
actually have read
Imagine.
one book with my name in it recently, but, like, it's very, very rare, like, that does not happen.
I hope she bakes or cooks. That'd be crazy.
I
That would
know.
be crazy. You'd be like,
So, I'm very excited for
found me
that.
on Instas. Okay, our next one is we each have 3 cozy holiday tips for this section.
Yeah.
It's something that, again, kind of like our regular tips, but a little bit more condensed because I'm looking at the time and we're almost at an hour, cozy detectives. So thanks for locking in with us here. But
Yeah, it's a special episode.
yeah,
We'll make it a little
we'll
long for
definitely be
you.
over.
You have gone so long without us, so we'll make this one a little longer for you.
Yeah,
You're welcome.
yeah. Some tips. And it's kind
But it's
of
also getting late for us too in our world.
I know, right? I'm like, my tea is out. So sad. I keep like trying to like get the bottom bits of it. Um, so we each have 3 tips. So we'll go back and forth about them.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny because one of your first is similar to my third.
Yeah, I'm gonna flip because I kind of just wrote these in the order they came to mind.
Mm,
So I'll save
deal,
that for my end because I feel like those kind of go well together.
deal.
Do you want to go first?
Sure. So my first tip, and this is what is about my not paper chain behind me. So it's kind of both. So I wrote create over consume. And not that like obviously buy things, decorate your home, buy presents for people, but I think for the last few years, the more that I create and kind of take the pressure off of presents or the pressure off of I don't know, having to have the perfect decor or things like that. I started to really enjoy it. One of
Yeah.
my fabric chain, not that I didn't enjoy it before, but my fabric chain behind me, I started last year and I kind of started it even before I think if I remember correctly, I watched Little Women, but it was kind of like I wanted that vibe. Like I wanted it to be
Yeah.
homemade, feel very like handcrafted. And the reason I like this versus like I love a paper chain, but again, like we said earlier, paper chains kind of get crumply and you can't really like store them that well where this is just fabric and I could keep it forever and ever.
Yeah.
So I feel like crafts and keepsakes that you can use for years to come is a good way to enjoy the season, but also not get so overwhelmed by having to like do everything or anything like
Yeah. And I'll say again, this is our where we always do the tips on gifts.
that.
Um, don't feel pressure to on the flip side where you have to make everything because I
Yeah.
know like there's
Oh,
I get to times where I'm like, oh, I have to home make this and I have to do
yeah.
this. And I'm like,
I
it's more
have
about
overwhelmed
like,
myself with that in the past
yeah,
too.
the
Yeah.
experience of it. And
Yep.
not to plug my AG American Girl Substack, but I
I love
recently
that one.
wrote a gift guide of like experiences to gift to
Oh,
people versus like things.
oh
So
my
if you
goodness,
need
I love it.
ideas,
Wait, can you list one
oh
or
yeah.
two of those? Because again, your girl don't know Substack, so I did not see it. I'll figure it out.
Yeah. So one was a cooking class, like doing a cooking class
So
with
fun.
someone.
You know what? I did a
And
cooking
then
class. I made the macaroons. I did it.
oh
I don't know if we talked about that on
yeah.
here. It's so fun.
You can talk about it now if you want
Oh,
to.
I did that. I did a sur la table class, and it was super
Yeah.
fun. So I think
Oh,
that's a
I'm so
great
glad.
gifting idea. So,
Yeah. And then another one, and I try to on each one, I also included a free option because like
ooh,
I know for people it's tough out
yeah,
there right now.
yeah,
So I tried to come up with ones to like if you don't have money for gifts, you could still like make it
yeah.
special. And then another one I did was like to treat someone to like a mani or pedi
Mm,
or whatever. So like you could pay if they get their nails regularly, or maybe it's like a special treat for them. But like the free version was like just paint each other's nails. Like
yeah.
that's a fun experience to share together.
Yeah, that's the thing about the crafts that I like is when you can like watch a movie or kind of create that
Yeah.
experience, create the memory,
Hmm.
and then that kind of like attaches in like a good way to the item where you're like, "Oh, I remember I was
Yeah.
watching this and I created that." Versus like I had to stop myself today because I saw this one Instagram reel where she was like, I crocheted all of the stockings, and I was like, oh my word, that's so cute. And then I was like, okay,
Yeah.
overwhelming, overwhelming. We can't
Right.
crochet right
Exactly.
now.
Like
I can't do that.
yeah.
So yeah, don't drown yourself in it.
Exactly. Like find the balance of what you
Mhm.
enjoy, but don't put the pressure on to say everything has to be homemade.
Yes. Okay, what's your tip?
um Mine, I actually have never done this before, but I think I may try to do it this year.
Ooh.
So I was just trying to think of like cozy things, and obviously candles came to mind.
Mm.
And I was thinking, obviously, like a lot of like holiday stuff goes on sale after Christmas. So
Ooh,
I was thinking
yeah.
if you get a like a Christmas or holiday candle after Christmas, you could still light it a week or two and kind of like extend the holidays, but then save it for next year, like and buy it with the intent of this is next year's candle.
Yeah.
So then you'll kind of have this like scent memory
Yeah.
of last year's Christmas. So I thought that could be kind of special.
Ooh, I like that. Yeah. I like doing that for sometimes like back in the day, especially I used to do that for Christmas presents too, because like it's like
Mhm.
different things of like wrapping paper or like boxes or bows or things like that where again you'll use that next year or like a candle where you
Right.
have that memory for next year. But it's like 90% off versus
Yeah.
thank you. Okay, so my next tip is your girl struggles sometimes with la seasonal depression. So
Aw.
I was thinking about after the sun goes down, things to look forward to. So, and
Mhm.
I may have said this last year because I feel like it's just something that I have to like really focus on. So I was thinking of it's funny because you're thinking of candles. I was thinking of teas. So I was like, maybe you could do like the same teas or do things like that kind of create that like evening ritual for yourself. So it's like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, well, when the sun goes down, then I go around the house at like 6 p.m. or whatever it is, freaking 4 p.m. and like light all of the like twinkle lights and like the low lights
Mhm.
and the Christmas tree and or I will say still one to this day one of my favorite 2% that I did was um
The timer.
the timer. I love that thing because I feel like I'm just like, oh, look, it's on. And so
Yeah.
I feel like that's really fun. Just some fun, like you could do a movie night once a week, and that's like every this day, like after the sun goes down. So it's
Yeah.
more exciting things to look forward to versus bleh, the sun is down now.
Yeah, that's why I always love this time of year because of that. Of like,
Just like
I get to put on the Christmas
yeah.
lights, and I get to have my lamps on, and I get to watch movies, and it's actually dark when I want to go to bed.
True, true. I know, I just need to
So
get better at the, like, timing of it because I think the thing
yeah,
that can happen to me sometimes is I just feel like I'm racing the sun or something like that, like, I don't know what's
yeah,
getting I'm like, I don't know, it's not me versus the sun, it's just like, "Okay, chill out." Like,
yeah.
"What you yelling for?" You know what I'm saying? "Lay back, it's all been done before." So
Aw. Mine's second one's also like a traditions focused one too. Um, and I think this is probably part of tips that we've given in the past, but this kind of goes hand in hand with the like, don't feel pressure to hand homemade everything.
Yeah.
But create cozy traditions that you're actually excited for.
Mm.
Because I feel like sometimes and this kind of goes into my last tip as well, but it's like we have to do this list of
Yep.
everything. And like, I actually wrote about, I did another Substack. I'll just
I
send
love
you
it.
my whole thing and you
Yeah,
can
please.
read through all the ones you've missed.
Sounds so much.
um, but I wrote a list of like 20 cozy Christmas traditions that are like low budget because Jacqueline and I have like a running list. But in like some years, we're like, oh my God, we have to like get this on the calendar. But it's all stuff that we really enjoy
Yeah.
doing.
Yep.
So we don't intend to do it, but somehow like every year we get a new tradition that we have to incorporate. So now we're up to like over 20.
Oh, snap.
Yeah. So we're like, we're gonna have to start this earlier and earlier.
Yeah, that's almost one a day. Like, add 5 more and you're
Yeah. I
right
mean
at Christmas.
some of them we can like combine. So like one of them, instead of like milk and cookies, we have hobnobs and
I
Baileys.
love that.
So like that we can do with
Yeah,
another activity.
yeah,
We usually do that on our blanket fort day that I've
yeah,
talked about on here.
yeah.
But we have one that we've done so far this year that's gonna for sure be a tradition is I made this oh, well, yeah, it was homemade. I didn't like make the Chex, but I made this homemade Chex mix like with rosemary and like all the really good spices. That was delicious. And um, it was kind of petty of me because my sister, her former boss, used to make some every year, and I got to try it for the first time last year. And I was like, she was like known for this, and I'm like, I can make it better.
I mean, honestly though, I'm like, did you write the recipe in the Substack? Because I will try it. Like,
I do have it right. I do have it written down, so I would remember. So I will send it to you, and
sweet,
maybe share with the cozy detectives
sweet,
too.
sweet.
But one we
I like that.
haven't done yet, and this is actually I'm gonna need tips from you. We're planning to do like a little at home Christmas tea like
I love that.
day. So
Oh my word, it's so fun.
yeah,
Like you're doing like food as well with the tea?
yeah,
Ooh, okay.
yeah.
I
It's
gotta
me.
pull out some of my okay, I'll have to think on it because I gotta pull out some of
Yeah.
my, working at an inn days and
Yes.
start pulling that back out. Yeah. I think that actually goes pretty well into my 3rd one, which is feel how you feel and don't push yourself. But
Mhm.
in the way you were talking about traditions, something that I was told this year, and I was like, that's a great way to think about that is this gathering something that I'm excited for? Like, is this tradition something I'm really excited for? Or is
Yeah.
this something I feel kind of obligated to do? And I think it will drain me. And
Yeah.
so I feel like I don't think I've thought about things in that type of way when it comes to holidays. I'm just like, oh my word, yes, 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 yes. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
But I think having, like you said, those traditions that you're really excited for, I feel like is something where again you're looking forward to that. And then maybe some of the things where you're like, oh, I just feel like I have to, but it's gonna like
Right.
take from me in this season, especially if you're having like a hard year or a hard season or something like that. Um, so that's my 3rd tip is again, don't force yourself to do something if you
Yeah.
feel like it's at this point like you are pouring from an empty cup. Like what are things that you can do to add to that cup, whether that's traditions or fun experiences or crafts or just chill nights where it's not like everything has to be Christmas all the time. Like that's okay too.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
that's my 3rd tip.
Yeah, that's essentially mine as well.
Nice.
But I'll just add of like even if in past years, because I'm guilty of this sometimes, not necessarily even with Christmas, but just like I have a hard time comparing myself to other people, but I also have a hard time comparing
Mm,
myself to past me too. Of
yeah,
like, I did all of this last year. Why am I
yeah,
not doing it this year? So just like give yourself permission that it's okay to slow down,
yeah,
and honestly, you should slow down
yeah,
because like traditionally, like our bodies are supposed to slow down and hibernate in the season, and we
yeah,
just kind of end up overworking them during the holidays.
yeah,
So make sure that even if you have 20 plus traditions you have to get through,
yeah,
not get through, look forward
yeah,
to make sure to also schedule
yeah.
slow time and to wind down and stuff too.
Absolutely. And also stuff too where if those traditions go past the actual like day of Christmas, that's okay too.
Oh yeah, a
So
lot of ours actually involve like the week after Christmas and like
nice.
into New Year's and stuff too. So
Nice. Which also I feel like stretches the season. And again, I think that's a great reminder, which I know that we talked about. I feel like in the like earlier year, this year, winter time, I don't know how to say that right, but
yeah,
it's like we're just getting into the time where our body needs rest. It's not like we're
right,
at the end of that time. So again, thinking about like January and after Christmas, it's not like, okay, we'll just click back into it and just go, go, go.
right.
It's like, no, your body still needs rest. You still need to like recoup, especially if it's like you're traveling or get
Hmm.
sick or whatever it is. It's like make sure you're giving yourself grace too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, I'm so excited we get to do 2%.
No. What's yours? Haha, I beat you this
Oh
time.
hey. Yours is written for okay. So I actually really like mine. I am glad that I remembered it because I thought about it when I did it and I was like, this is a great 2%. And then I forgot about it for a while. But meaning like I was afraid I was gonna forget to like type it in. But what I did was I feel like I've been creating a like really fun, cozy environment actually like in my bathroom, which is
Oh,
so
fun.
random. Because
It's a room where like it should be really cozy, but we tend to
yeah.
forget to make it
Yeah,
cozy.
I think what it is like, especially in the winter, I get cold and I'm like, okay, shower time. But then it's like, okay, I don't want to just like rush through it. Like I want to enjoy it. So I moved a
Yeah.
lamp into the bathroom.
Oh my gosh, I did the same thing in the past
You
6
what?
months. I
I
got a
know.
bathroom lamp. I love it.
I love it. It feels so random, but it's so fun.
Mhm.
It's like the same as the kitchen lamp. You like get a kitchen lamp.
Yes.
Why have I not had a kitchen lamp? Um, so I did that. I got a new Bluetooth speaker so that I can like
Ooh,
play me tunes.
yeah.
And then to kick it up a notch, because I heard that like if you have really long hair and it's like you like wash your hair first, it's like you're putting all of your like conditioner and stuff like on your back and like that's not good for your skin or whatever, blah blah blah. I
Mhm.
don't know. So I got one of those like twisty. I mean, I feel like I'm from like the 1940s, but it's fine. Where you like flip your head over and you like twist it up and then you have
Oh, the
like
towel. Oh, I use that
whatever
every
that's
time I
I
shower.
had never done it. What is it? It's like a twisty towel hair thing. I
Yeah,
love it. I feel so like I'm taking care of myself. It's like my little me time,
love
and
it.
I like it a lot. And it's not something like it's not obviously like I moved a lamp. It's not like it's that expensive, um,
Yeah,
but it really
still
does
special, and that's the point of 2%.
exactly. I feel like it adds that 2% cozy. And now, especially at nighttime, I'm like, oh, okay, no like big light in the bathroom. I have my little lamp now,
Yeah,
so
exactly. Yeah,
I love it. I love it.
love
That's
it.
2%. What's yours?
Aw. So mine, is kind of it's kind of an offshoot as well of the tips.
Mhm.
So this is something that you should do with your friends, um, not just you, Joy, but like everyone
Oh,
listening.
who said
So
this?
I wish I could take credit for this, but I did see it on TikTok. But for my Christmas party, so I made a cake for us, and then I had all of us write down on an index card of like what our proudest accomplishment was for the year, and it
Cute.
didn't it could be work related if it wanted to. It could be personal. It could be like literally whatever. If it was just emotional, like you found
Yeah.
healing or something. So we all wrote it down and put them on sticks, and then we all like shared what our was and put the note cards in the cake, and that was like a celebration
Cute.
of all of us for the end of the year.
Oh my word, I love that. I love that at the end of the
Mm.
year too. I feel like that's really
Yeah.
good. Ooh, okay. I'm gonna steal that. I'm trying to think like what are my friend get-togethers before the end of the year? Maybe it'll be a cupcake.
Yeah.
That's
It
really
was just really yeah, it was really special, and, it's funny because so I always since I got Rosie in December,
ah,
I always, like, make my Christmas party also her birthday party, like, we always sing happy birthday to her, so we had already done that, and then I was like, "Oh, we don't have to sing happy birthday, but it's, like, also a little celebration of us."
cute. I love that. I love that. Okay, what are the cozy detectives 2%?
I know,
Should we
I'm
go
so
back and
excited, we
forth
got
again?
so yeah, we got so many,
Yeah,
so I'm gonna I normally we, like, try to space these out for a few each episode, but I'm gonna share all the ones we got because
yeah.
they're all holiday related. We asked for holiday ones because this is our holiday special, and we're
Woohoo.
just very excited to, again, be back with you guys and,
Yeah.
to be talking about 2% with you guys again.
Yeah. I know, it's so interesting because I was like, "Oh, how are we gonna do this?" And then it's like, we're, like, over an hour in, and we're just like, "La, la, la, la." And I'm like, "Okay, we're good, we're
Yeah.
good, we're good." I just was, like, nervous it was gonna be like that you come
Yeah, we're,
back
like,
from, like, summer
awkward
break.
again and,
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
rusty.
It's like, "Nope, we good." So I'm like, "Oh, yay."
Yeah. Okay. So Mikkel, this first part was really sweet. We may tear up a little bit, but said that our podcast was a bright spot in her postpartum journey.
Oh.
I know. She said we were in her Spotify Wrapped because like I didn't even like
Stop.
really look at ours this year because they're just like I was
Yeah.
like their stats are going to be off.
Yeah.
We were in your Spotify Wrapped. We're really
Oh,
grateful.
thank you so much.
Um, but she shared that she recently did a cozy get together with friends in her book club, and they did a book exchange that was really intimate, relaxing, and cozy Christmas vibes. And then they also played book bingo to reflect on all of the books they read this year. And I'm going to need you to send me details on that because that's right on my
Yeah.
phone. So let me know how that worked. And then we'll post pictures here, but Bethany shared photos of her cozy Christmas decor, and she made a cozy ribbon garland out of secondhand fabric. So, like, also in the vibe of this episode.
Love it.
um, Lauren shared that she's been reading Christmas and winter books in her living room with all of the Christmas lights on,
Love
which
it. Perfect.
is my favorite thing to do this year.
I know the sparkles
Uh,
are just next level this season.
yeah, it just adds that like extra layer of
Mhm,
coziness.
mhm.
Isabel recommends Dash and Lily. It's a cute and cozy
Mhm.
show to get into the holiday spirit,
I've
which
heard of that show.
I've
I've
heard
never
of the
watched it.
book. I think my book club read it before I like joined
Ah,
book club, but I have not read it or watched the show. So
nice.
I'll have to try it out.
Yeah.
Um, we also have a picture for this one. Susanna put up a train around her Christmas tree,
Oh, love
which was really cute. And then this idea seems so sweet. I want to try it. She's but I'm not a planter, so I don't know.
oh.
But she has propagated rosemary bush to essentially create little mini Christmas trees to give as gifts. And then she's painting little wooden ornaments to go with the rosemary plant to like make a like Charlie Brown Christmas tree moment.
Oh my word, stop. That is so cute.
I want pictures. You don't have pictures of that one. So, Susanna, if you have pictures of that,
Please.
please share because that sounds adorable.
Oh, because they really are like little Christmas trees, little rosemary
Mhm.
plants. Oh, I don't even know how to propagate a rosemary plant. I always just like buy it, like
Yeah,
in the
same.
spring.
I love rosemary. I'm
I
just,
do
like,
too.
inhaling that stuff.
Oh, they're so cute, like a little Christmas, like Charlie Brown tree with like the it's so cute.
It
What a
is
good
so
idea.
cute. Yeah. Alright, we have a few more.
Yeah,
Steph has been enjoying curling up with their cat with a book or Christmas movie and enjoying the lights,
cute,
which again, it's
obsessed.
I
Perfect time
love
of year.
that all the time. Priya has been watching Polar Express cozied up on the couch as well. I haven't watched that movie in several years, but it's obviously
Yeah,
very cozy. But
yeah. I saw a teacher. He dressed up for I've been on the interwebs, I feel like too much now that I'm like saying all this out loud. But he dressed up for like teacher dress up day as like the
uh-huh.
Polar Express conductor. It was so cute. I was
So
like, 'cause he got the
sweet.
little
Yeah,
hat,
I've
little
seen when
ticket.
teachers do that and they like do the punch
Yeah,
like
that's
for
what
the
he had.
kids.
I was like, oh, it's so
Yeah,
cute.
so sweet. And then the curly haired redhead shared that they enjoyed an evening bath with a bath bomb watching Gilmore Girls on the iPad. And
Love.
then they like responded and they're like, oh, sorry, that wasn't a holiday related. And I'm like, I don't care. It's cozy
Yeah,
and it's Gilmore Girls and it's 2%. So please share
would
anyways.
love
I
it.
love
Would
it
love
so
it.
much.
100%.
Literally, no one should ever apologize for sending us a 2%
Yeah,
cozier because we just love them so
send all
much.
of them. Yeah, 100%.
And then one more, Shelves has been playing Christmas ambience YouTube videos while reading at night, which I also love. So if you have a favorite one, feel free to share that with us as well.
Yes, I don't know what the channel is, but I found this like I don't know. It's not like taverny, but it's just like so cute and it's just like little
Ooh,
animals.
oh,
It's just
cute.
like a little mouse on a sled, and I'm like, yes, I love it. I'm here for it.
Yeah. So again, thanks to everyone who sent
Thank
that in
you.
and is messaged us or
Yeah.
commented. Like so many people are like, I'm so happy to see you guys back on my feed and like this has made my day. And that
It's
just
our
really means a
day.
lot that like
Yeah.
you are welcoming us back, like it could have been a like, oh well, we haven't heard from you, so we're gonna move on. So we really appreciate that you've waited for us this whole time. It's
Yeah.
very important
Very,
to
very
us.
much so. Very, very much so. So happy to be back in the blanket fort. Happy to be able to say cozy detectives again and all of our
Yeah.
lingo. Happy to have all the cozy detectives back in the blanket fort with us. So
Yeah, very special.
yes.
So as a little treat, we're gonna we've already talked about like one, but we are gonna talk just of a couple of episodes that we do have planned, just as like a little
Yeah.
sneak peek. And we just like we do hope that we'll be back to weekly episodes, but like life happens, so if there's a week where we don't have an episode out, like we'll still be recording for as long as we can. But just know that it may be a little sporadic occasionally, but
Yeah.
we're doing our best.
Ain't that just the way?
Yeah. Do you want to talk
Yeah,
about
yeah, I will.
our
Yeah.
first one?
So we have cozy musical artists. And then we're going to have
Yeah.
maybe a little bit later in the year. I don't know. We haven't 100% decided yet. We are going to do a Diane Keaton episode
Yeah.
because we must. And then cozy mystery shows.
Yeah, that was one that was actually like requested. So I'm excited for that.
I am too.
Yeah.
Okay. We got an
We did
outro
it.
here. We did it. Thank you for listening. Be sure to follow us on Instagram and YouTube at Blanket Fort Files Pod. Send us your 2% cozier. Please subscribe wherever you listen to your podcast. Leave us a review because it really does help us out because we getting back into the swing of it. So the YouTube, the Instas, share with your friends and family. And then join us next year in the Blanket Fort where we'll discuss the coziness of some of our favorite musical artists.
We did it. We're back. This is so fun.
Yeah, I'm so
We miss you guys.
miss you.